Hello students, in this video we are going to learn about the strategic importance of the 7th rank. When your rook reaches the 7th rank, the 7th rank has a very strategic importance because all of the opponent's pawn are on the 7th rank. So if your rook is on 7th rank, you will have an advantage because your rook is attacking all the pawns. And in the case of black, second rank becomes important. Let's look at an example. In this position we are white and here white played rook to c7. White gets his rook on the 7th rank and these pawns are on the 7th rank and white's rook will put pressure on these pawns. Right now b7 is under direct attack, so black plays rook b8 and guards the b7 pawn. Once your rook is active, you have the strategical advantage. Now it is time for you to bring other pieces into the game and you have only one piece left, king. So you improve your king. You play king f2. And what is the best square for the king? It is on the f4 because it will attack the f5 pawn. Black plays a5. Black's idea is to push these pawns forward and get his rook active so that his rook is free. Right now this rook is tied down to the defense of this pawn, so black wants to free his rook. White continues with king f3. Black plays king g7, developing his king, and white plays rook d7, threatening this pawn, and there is no way for black to defend this pawn. So black continues with his plan. Rook cross d6 and now black plays rook c8. If you look at the material, it is still equal. Both sides still have the same pawn. But right now black's rook is also getting active. Black wants to activate his rook and put it on the second rank. So white plays rook d5, attacking the pawn, and black does not care about defending this pawn. If black plays rook to b8, then again this rook will become passive, defending this pawn. This is not how you want to play with your rooks. Your rook should be active. You should put your rook on the second rank or the 7th rank. So black decided to play rook c2. That's a good move. Black is counter-attacking these two pawns. White plays rook cross b5 and black plays a4, saves the pawn. Rook to a5 and now you play rook cross b2. Rook cross a4, rook cross h2, and even now material is equal. Black also got this active rook. We also have this active rook. But right now if you look at the pawn structure, these triple pawns are weak and this isolated pawn is also weak. And white has this passed pawn on the d file and white has passed pawn on the a file. That's why white has the advantage in this position. White plays rook a8. His idea is to push this pawn and make a queen. Black starts with h5, a4, h4. You take this pawn. Black first gives a check. White plays king f4. White is attacking this pawn, so black defends it. Rook g8 check, king h7, and now you play rook g3. You want to exchange the rooks. Once the rooks are exchanged, then it will be very easy to make this pawn into a queen. But obviously black is not going to exchange the rook. So black plays rook cross h4 check. You play king cross f5, rook cross a4. You lost your passed pawn, but it's okay. You play king cross f6. You are attacking this pawn and black cannot defend it. Black can try to defend it with rook a7, but then you will play rook g7 check and capture this pawn. Now it is very easy for you to win this game. All you have to do is to push these pawns and you will make a queen. Opponent's king cannot do anything. It is on the edge of the board. Let's look at one more example of the 7th rank or the second rank. In this position we are black. We have couple of extra minor pieces and let's see how black converted his small advantage into a significant advantage and then converted it into a win. Black started with knight e2 check. Black is forking king and rook, so white is forced to capture this knight. White takes the knight and black plays rook cross e2. Now look, your rook is on the second rank, so you have the strategic advantage and you are also attacking this bishop. So white saves this bishop. Now you take it, cross a3, and black plays rook e8. Black's idea is to play rook b2 and then get second rook also on the second rank. When two rooks are on the second rank or the seventh rank, they are super powerful. So white plays king f1, rook b2, and white does not want us to get both the rooks on the second rank, so white decides to exchange one of the rooks. You play king f8 and white plays a5. You first exchange the rooks and then you play a6. Your idea is to fix this weakness on the 6th rank. Now the rook has to constantly guard this weakness. White plays c4 and you activate your king e7. White gives checks, king d7, white attacks the pawn, king e7, another check, and you just come back. You try to hide your king. And now white plays rook e2. White wants to exchange this rook. This rook on the second rank is powerful. It is attacking the pawns and it is also trapping this king. This king cannot come to the second rank. So it is important to get rid of this powerful rook on the second rank. But we are not going to exchange the rook. So black plays rook b1 check, king d2, and now you go rook a1. You see, I told you, this pawn is weak pawn. So you use your rook to attack it and white has to defend it. Now you play f6, rook c5, and you activate your king e7. White plays h4, white starts pushing his pawn on the king side. And first here you play rook a3. Why rook a3? Because it is controlling third rank and now this king cannot come forward. So white plays rook h5. White is trying to create some attack, but it's not working. After h6, rook is useless on h5. g3, you play king e6, activating your king. Rook again goes to c5. g6, king e2, h5. Black is slowly improving his position on the king side. King d2, and now it is time to create a passed pawn. So black plays king d6, king e2. White does not have anything to do. White does not have any active plan. So white is just waiting with his king. And black goes king c7. His idea is that after f3, you play b6. A cross b6, king cross b6, and now you have a passed pawn. So you have a long-term plan. Your idea is to push this pawn forward and make a queen. White also tries to do the same. White plays g4, h cross g4, f cross g4. White's idea is to push the pawn h5 and try to create a passed pawn. But first we play rook g3. We attack it. White plays g5. You exchange the pawns. Rook cross g5, rook cross g5, h cross g5. And now you play king a5. You activate your rook. You have the long-term advantage, a passed pawn. King d3, king b4, and white plays d5. White also wants to create a passed pawn. You exchange and then you come back. King c5, king e4, king d6. Now this pawn is neutralized. This pawn cannot become a queen. And you have this passed pawn. White plays king d4, and now you start pushing this pawn. Your idea is to sacrifice this pawn so that you can take opponent's central pawn. And now look, this king is near to the pawn, but white's king is very far away. So you are going to win the pawn. You play king e5, king b4, king to f4, king c4, and you take the pawn. Now you are a pawn up. White plays king d3, king f4, king e2, king g3. And in this position, white resigned. Because black's plan is very simple. Black will play king h2 to control the queening square. And then black will start pushing his pawn and make a queen. And white cannot stop it. So white is lost here. And it all started with the rook on the second rank. Black had slight advantage from the beginning because his rook was on the second rank. And later black slowly converted this small advantage into a win. So remember the lesson, rook on the 7th rank or rook on the second rank gives you strategic advantage. You should try to, if you are white, you should try to put your rook on the 7th rank, and if you are black, you should try to put your rook on the second rank. Now it's time to go to the next lesson.